pushing through. Down and shut up, I don't want to hear a word come out of your mouth. Why won't you listen to me? Outside life's great, but inside you're screaming. It's not how you thought it would be. Are you hoping for something? Waiting for some sign? Time to jump in or simply get the hell out. I think you better make up your mind. Your perfect world has been upset, and this is the best it's gonna get.
Oh my good golly gumdrops. Is that a chat I see? Hello, hello, chat. How's it going? How's it going? Hello, hello to Zafir Ased, to Drawmir the Runic Raven, to Fabulous Mystic, to Tigdam Mew CH, to Random Weirdo Lazy, to A Gaming 50, to Aramis 8, to the Sir Ian 75, to D3 Damage, to Toby Gobi, to Fern Kazan 1561, to the legendary Super Lesbian, and to all of you fantastic lurkers. Toby says, what happened to Gothic, and did you get rid of Mud? I didn't get rid of Mud. We're still playing Gothic, but, you know, I modded Arena a little bit to make it a bit more playable, and it's a game I always wanted to play. It was always on my list, right? I hear nothing? That's not good. Maybe you should turn up your ears. Still playing Gothic. Oh, I can hear myself. Gothic remake on its way? Yeah, and the fucking voice acting looked terrible, so... Alrighty. Hello, Bad with Names. How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, chat. I forgot to turn on my fucking model. I was so invested in fucking Arena that in fucking in an arena, you know, that I totally fucking forgot to enable Studio. And to answer your question, chat, there is going to be some background noise. It's called my dishwasher. We all gotta make sacrifices. Because we're playing a bit earlier. Because I got work. Anyway. Sniff. You don't hear it? Good. Good. Alright, also, I was able to combine the YouTube and the Twitch chats. I will be playing with it a bit more, but I was able to get the font to be the right size, and I was able to get the color, and they're on top of each other now. So bottom for Twitch, top for YouTube, and we will adjust things as needed, okay? Because this is an iterative process, okay, chat? This is an iterative stream. Do I do it the right way the first time? No, I fuck up multiple times. And that's what I do. I want to be with the Twitchers. It's too late. You're with the Twitchers. I also melt brains. This is true. This is accurate. True and based. True and based. Jarvis, turn on the spirals and unshit my pants. Etc., etc. Okay. Alright. Let's play some fucking kinography. Question. Are obscure racial slurs censored? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to risk a yes on that one. Fantastic. As always, YouTube, I love to see it. Dear Lord. Celador Tretch says, do you consider ESO lore canon? Do I consider Horse Atronachs canon? No. So no. Thank you, Gaiden Shinji. For centuries, different factions battled in petty wars and border conflicts until in 2E896, Tiber Septim crushed all those who opposed him and took control, proclaiming himself as emperor. Still, the bitter years of war had its effect on the populace. The name Tamriel, Elvish for Dom's beauty, seldom... Okay, never mind. Okay, just read on your own. You guys can read, right? I know it's not a picture book, but, you know, we all have to make sacrifices. Anyway, so the majority of this game, except for the story, just isn't canon. Like, there's no Dremora yet. It's just demons still, so. Good. Yes. Have multiple tabs. Let me turn that shit down. Damn. They have been summoned by Yeagar Tharn, Imperial Battle Mage. Oh, then there you go. Just gonna lower that just a bit, so it's tolerable. They have my mom in this game. Alright, how do you wish to select your class? We will generate, because I haven't gone through the arena generation questions. 10 questions shall be asked that will determine the path of your destiny. The scroll bars roll the parchment up and down. Use the A, B, or C keys to answer the questions. Great, 659, thank you so much for the follow. A good friend of yours is in love with a girl from a neighboring village, a girl who barely knows him. He is extremely shy and inexperienced, and he pleads for your help. Would you suggest that he go to her immediately and declare his love? If the relationship is to be, he needs to be honest from the start. You offer to accompany him to the village for support. Find out more about this girl using any contact you can in her village. He will not be so shy if you know something about her, and may even find out if she's not the right girl for him. Let you help him write anonymous love letters and poems to see her reaction without needing to face her directly. If the reaction is favorable, he can talk to her friends in the village and arrange an accidental meeting. I'm kind of B as well. That was a mage pick, apparently. The town is a lottery in which the winning chit is called. You look in shock as the winning chit number matches your own. Before you can say anything, another family walks forward. You've seen them before and know they're extremely poor. Your family, on the other hand, is very well off and could do without the 100 gold piece prize. Do you? God damn it, Alan. Alright. Let's see here. And could do without the 100 gold piece prize. Do you say nothing and allow the other family to claim the prize? Stand and show your chit, knowing that the prize is rightfully yours. Stand and show your chit and offer to split the prize. Yeah, it's mine, so. You and your best friend buy your first daggers together, a matched pair. You loan him the amount since he doesn't have enough gold, and he agrees to pay you back later. After leaving the shop, you and he sit down to marvel at your new weapons. To your dismay, you notice that there is a small notch on the blade of the dagger you selected. Your friend asks you to please watch his weapon for him while he runs an errand. Do you wait for your friend's return, then point out the flaw in the dagger? Switch the daggers, rationalizing that since you paid for them, you should get the first choice, and that if your friend ever notices, you could always take him back to the weapon shop and get a refund. Keep his dagger safe until his return, and then switch the daggers with your best friend's knowledge, justifying it with the fact that you paid for them, and then offer to accompany him back to the weapon shop. I'd choose A, I think. That's what I would do. Wraith says, I wonder if this game is easy as to break with magic and daggerful. It's worse. Your father delights in telling you stories of his travels and his youth. In one memorable tale, he tells you about a primitive island he visited where a young child was sacrificed once a year to appease Arius, the god of fire. Okay, so he was taken to Elder Scrolls Epstein Island. Whenever the natives neglected to sacrifice, the island volcano would erupt, killing hundreds of villagers. You immediately tell your father. Probably B. A friend has on several occasions made remarks about how much he likes a particular gold ring of yours. One day you discover that this ring is missing after making a thorough search, finding it in a coat your friend has left in the pantry. Are you most inclined to? Aww. Clear day, you chance upon a strange animal. It's like trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. Do you draw your dagger, mercifully ending its life? Do not interfere in the natural evolution of events. Use herbs from your pack to put it to sleep, then free it from the claw snare and take it somewhere where it can be safe, knowing that in doing so, you'll probably deprive a hunter and his family of sustenance. Well, if the animal is cute, I would probably free it. My morality determines on how good a thing looks, as we all know. Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and fall towards her. Do you push your mother out of the way, grab the hot pipe, or position yourself between the pipe and your mother? Probably push my mom out of the way. Your parents are having a party for several relatives. While helping around the house, you see your cousin slip into a darkened room. Curious, you follow and discover him slipping a silver candlestick into his jacket. He's an honorable boy, but you know his family has suffered some recent financial hardship. He's not seen you yet. Do you clear your throat and tell him to put the candlestick back, reassuring him that your parents can help him if his family is in trouble, but he should not resort to stealing? Close the door behind you and say nothing. Your family can live without the candlestick, but your cousin's family cannot. Treat him like any other burglar. Lock him in the room and call for your father. If he chooses to be merciful because of your cousin's poverty, that is his decision. It is your father's candlestick, after all. I feel my father, he doesn't need a candlestick. One less candlestick. You have a great aunt and a great uncle living in 2 different nearby villages, both of whom have asked your father to allow you to live with them for a few weeks. Your father knows where he plans to send you, but he is curious about your opinion. Given the choice, would you rather live with your great aunt, a wise old woman of considerable wealth? Live with your great uncle, a sick old man who has always been something of a stranger? Think of a way to divide your time. Probably the rich aunt, because I don't know the uncle. Your mother is terribly ill and has been sent with a few gold pieces to buy some rare medicinal herbs. Enter the store, tell your and promise on your honor attempt to steal the herbs. My mother is sick! Fuck your herbs! They're mine now. Thou wouldst survive longest as the acrobat. Will thou accept this as thy destiny? Hang on, chat. We're gonna look at the UESP. Because the manual is not actually accurate, so... The UESP arena classes. Okay. Alright. I'm also gonna turn down the native volume so I don't have to limit this in OBS. So we'll do something like that. Ooh. Speaking of dads, how's yours, Pork? I don't know, he's still in the Philippines. Okay, Acrobat has experience table of C, hit die of D12. They can wield the weapons of dagger, tonto, short sword, broadsword, and short bow. They have their best armor is leather, their best shield is none, their thieving efficiency is 50%. They have a critical chance of 1% per level, and their starting weapon is a short sword. That sounds like dog shit. No, I don't want that at all. Fuck off. Okay. So I know if we want to do... I like the idea of running like a thiefy kind of character. Maybe a monk. Or a ranger. I could also just do a raw thief, too. The thief does have the fastest level up at a D14 of hit die. But we could also run the burglar. Or the assassin. We could also do the bard, which is a thief, but the bard has a thief but with magic. Levels up much slower and has a shittier die, but can wear chain unlike the thief, and can have a kite shield instead of a buckler. Although our thieving efficiency is only 50 as a bard. Frankly, we'll be able to get the bonuses of being a thief early game, and then we'll be able to get the bonuses of being a mage late game. Although our mage bonuses won't be near as good as actual other mage classes because our spell points are just our intelligence. So we'll only be able to cast like 2 spells in the early game. But that's okay. I accept this. You cannot make your own custom class in Arena. Arena goes off of its D&D roots. So when you play as a bard, or when you play as, I don't know, say a sorcerer, for example, you can no longer regenerate spell points because a sorcerer gets their powers from, like, an outside source, right? Not internally. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna choose bard because I think that's the best, that's the mix of everything. What will be thy name, Bard? I am Sel the Bard. Choose thy gender. I am female. I'm a Floyd. And as a bard, we shall hail from either a thievy place or a magic place. So we got High Rock, Elsewhere, Valenwood, or Somerset Isle. Give it to me, chat. Redguard's not an option. Die! That's a warrior class. I'm not playing a bard. Our options are Wood Elf, Khajiit, High Elf, or Breton. Power Shield says Bard from High Rock has a ring to it. True. I've got 2 from Bretons, 1 from Somerset, and 1 from Wood Elf. Going 5. Going 4. Going 3. We're going for Morrowind. The side vote for Morrowind coming in. For 2. 2-1-2. High Elf versus Breton. High Elf versus Breton. We're at it. Alright, chat. We're at 0. I'm gonna flip a coin. Oh, we got 4 for Breton. Breton wins. Oh my gosh. Thou will be known as the Bard Sel, who what's called High Rock, land of the Bretons, her home. Know ye this also, thy race is descended from the ancient Druids of Galen, quick-witted and strong in the mystical arts. Thy folk are crafty and intelligent, a learned people who use their gifts to guide others to enlightenment. The body and mind must be intelligent and personable if thou art to succeed as a bard. Go ye now in peace, let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. Distribute thy points as needed, keeping in mind the recommendations for thy chosen class. I want to reroll that. So we, what is it? Intelligence and personality is like our primary statistics. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good roll. That's a good roll. All right, and then I am going to go up to 70 for willpower. Actually, if this is just pure spell points, I'm gonna go to 66, and I want to go up to... I think I'm gonna go up to my agility because I want hit chance. Or wait, I think speed is actually a thievy skill in arena. I'll go speed. Yeah, that's good. Thou will now choose thy appearance. Thy mien canst be altered by clicking thy face. When thou art finished, select Done to enter the world of Tamriel, home of the arena. She's just like me, for real, for real.
Do not fear, for it is I, Rhea Silmain.
Hello, Rhea Silmain.
There are no others left to carry on your fight. You have been left in this cell to die. Jagarthar, Imperial Battle, Mage of Tamriel.
Mage of Tamriel. Oh my gosh, Tamriel.
Being only a minor part of the Imperial Court. In that act of arrogance, he had made his first mistake. Look to the north wall of the cell. You will find a ruby key which will unlock Take it and make your escape. The passages here were once used
Ruby
by
key to unlock the door,
Thorn
take
to
it.
hide treasures he
Okay.
had stolen from the
We
Emperor's
need to get
vault.
revenge on this Thorn character for locking us away and taking the guise of the true Emperor.
Imperial seat. Be careful. There are many creatures which inhabit the sewers now. Vile rats and goblins. It is too late for me, for I am already dead. Only my powers as a sorceress keep me between this life and the next. That power, however, is waning. Do not succumb to greed, or you may find these tunnels to be your final resting place as well. I can still work my magic to a certain extent. If you travel west from this cell, then south, you will find a shift gate. It will transport you far enough from the center of the Empire that you should be safe. If you survive these sewers, you will see me again. Remember, Tharn has taken on the guise of the Emperor. No one will gainsay his word for yours. I will come to you again in your dreams, so it is imperative that you rest from time to time. In that way, I will be able to communicate with you and lend my aid. You are entering a dangerous arena, my friend. One in which...
By the way, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the reason why the game is called Arena is because it was originally meant to be in an arena. And then they're like, wait a minute, this game is actually fun, like doing other things instead of fighting and like doing quests in towns and stuff. Let's, you know, in the playtest, so they made it an open world game. And then they're like, it's called Arena because Tamriel is so violent, other people call it an arena. It's like, okay. But let me lower the size of my model just a little bit. You should play Modded Daggerfall. It's one of my favorite games. You awaken to the drip of water from somewhere above. The cell walls are covered in slime, as are the chains which hang from above. Your eye, however, immediately goes to a strange ruby glint from the corner of your cells. Give me a second. Let me try and... Not that. That's a little too stretched, I feel. We're just gonna have to deal, chat. We are just gonna have to deal. But it's okay. The corridors here are twisted and confusing, but Ria's instructions were to go west, then south to find the shift gates. It seems safe to rest in these niches. You think the rats or other creatures may not smell you with the draft that runs so close to the door. Ah! A vile rats! Die! Damn, chat, look at that dead goblin. Looks like a horror with crying face paint. And the eyes. That eyeliner. It's true, that is what I would do to the rat changer. Damn, I don't have enough heal for light. I don't have enough spell points for light heal. We really live in a society. Level up, baby, let's fucking go. We're gonna do our intelligence. And we're gonna do our... probably should work on strength, but I'm gonna get willpower to 70 so we can get, like, max magic resist. Hey, and I can cast a spell.
I see you have strengthened your arm and your mind. It is time we began this journey. This is the Staff of Chaos, the one item that can open the door between this world and the dimension to which the Emperor has been banished. Tharn used this item to destroy my corporeal form when I tried to warn the Council. He knew that the Staff of Chaos was nigh indestructible, having been made from the essence of the land itself. But in that he found the key. As the land is split, so did he shatter the staff into 8 perfectly formed pieces. These he scattered across the realm. I have been able to divine the location of the first piece, a place called Thane Lair. It is said that Thane Lair was originally built by the dwarves of Kragan. Legend has it that a great worm drove the dwarves from their home in the Dragon's Teeth and took the lair for itself. I only wish I knew the exact location. Perhaps there are sages or scholars who would know of this place. Somewhere in its dank depths lies the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. I wish you well. I do not think Tharn knows of your escape, but I can do little else in this form. I have tried to obscure your identity with a spell, but I do not know how well it will hide you. Take care, for Tharn may be searching. Go forth with the blessings of the true Emperor, and myself.
Wow. I need to get out of this fucking cave. For real, for real. Ah! Jesus, that was close. We have to kill the one single goblin that dares to remain here. Oh, I died.
With you died our last hope for justice. Thorn is now free to do as he wills.
You know, chat, I know that she means with you, comma, died our last hope for justice, but it sounds like she's saying with you died. It's like that's not grammatically accurate. I might just have to. Bro, who is this, like, one goblin who's, like, stalking me? I gotta say, this game just oozes fucking atmosphere. Good lord. Oh, I can't equip it. It's fine. I will just sell it. Big Trev. Hey, porkers in chat. I hope you all are well. Hello, Big Trev. Chat, because we're a bard, I get the idea we're gonna have to grind a bit more compared to other classes, so I'm just gonna try and do that. So what was it? West and east or east and west? I don't remember. I do not remember at all. I totally forgot there's a map in this game. Can't you sing to the gobos? Damn, I wish. This is AD&D, where the bard singing was more of a flavor text, and they're just a thief plus mage. It's very sad. Stop hitting me. Dude, these rats, they just want me dead. Jesus. The orb. Yes, the orb. What are long swords in this area? I want to get my strength up to at least 50. Yeah, so I'm sorry to say, but the green bar is health, the red bar is stamina, and the blue bar is fatigue. I know, they switched it in the other games. Actually, the first part was Morrowind. In Daggerfall and Arena, these were actually like this. So yeah, all of you new game Zoomer chuds who think that green is stamina, just, you know, you just weren't there. You just weren't there in the beginning. Although in Daggerfall Unity, the default is the base Skyrim setup. So even people who play Daggerfall assume that it's the other way around. But it's not, actually. I'm getting a lot of liberal use out of this light heal. Nerd? Yeah, that's true. Chad, I need to check on my food. "45 minutes ago? Oh, shit. I gotta get my food." This is what happens when you play Arena, chat. I hate my gay quirk chungus life. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Alright, chat, so this is Arena MIDI music and food ASMR. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Here, we'll do something we'll do something to give you guys something. Perhaps we will watch Seth Zintak videos. This pleases me. Alright, let me save here. We'll drop the DOS for now. What are some comfy videos? Ah, excellent. I am eating food, so this video shall service me well. Although I have seen it a bit too many times. Perhaps we'll do this one then. Okay, let me share screen.
Seth here. Today, I'll be covering...
Okay, that's very loud. That's just gonna be right in my eardrums, please. My earballs.
a game that's very dear to me, and also about as old as some of the audience. Age of Wonders, released 1999 by Triumph Studios, the same guys who made Overlord, is a turn-based fantasy strategy game which still holds up today because it's completely insane. Also, I apologize, but it appears my graphics have glitched. Does anyone know how to fix this? It's actually meant to look like this, but let's make the most of it. Age of Wonders is a game where forced immigration, slavery, and wide-scale racial genocide can be patched up and smoothed over in a few turns, where you can flood the entire map by casting the appropriately named spell, which is called Flood, drowning anyone who can't swim, where one wizard can spot another wizard, summon a 2x2 hex of mountains, and trap them inside forever, where instead of actually playing, I channel several death storms in a row.
Battlespire not a real
actually
game.
Fighting the enemy leader, I can nuke them and the entire landscape from a safe distance, where, due to strained diplomatic relations with the halflings, one of my leprechauns went rogue. As leprechauns are invisible, the only way I have of detecting him is watching my buildings explode.
I got my
this
food.
Is a game where
Bad
the
with
phrase
names.
recruit the
I'm just
hose
eating,
is an
and I'm just
entirely
putting
valid
something
and
on for
effective
the
strategy.
Zoomer
Also,
audience
I'm not sure if I have to
who
censor this
require
because I
things
don't
in the
know
background.
exactly what I'm looking at. Could it be a nipple? Maybe.
We are playing
but
more.
where exactly do we draw the line for what's erogenous, obscene, or otherwise? Imagine, for example, you're under police interrogation and they show you a 4-pixel image and ask you, what do you think about that, huh? And naturally, you respond with, I guess it's all right. Oh yeah? Well, they zoom out the image, and it's a still frame picture of one man, naked, about to descend his entire weight upon an empty glass jar. You're a real sick puppy, you know that? And just like that, you become a deviant to society. You're locked up forever in fetish jail. Most don't even last the winter before getting vored by pyro. Anyway, I forgot the point I was trying to make. Let's proceed. Age of Wonders is fascinating because despite being turn-based, it is a game that stresses me greatly. That's because it can be played in one of two modes, turn-based or simultaneous. Simultaneous turns is objectively the best and most hilarious way to play the game because it completely destroys the sequence of turns, lets everyone make a move at the same time, and leaves you to figure out how the hell that even works. You could play a number of pre-made maps and download even more online, but primarily, we learn to play by playing the story campaign. Speaking of which, story. In Age of Wonders, once upon a time, everyone lived in general harmony under the Elvish court, ruled by King Inioch. Then, the humans came and slaughtered Inioch and his entire court. Naturally, this event led the elves to some very interesting political places, as you may consider this service the Twin Watchtowers event of Elvish history, with one group, the Keepers, maintaining that the humans are relatively young and stupid, that we shouldn't hold a grudge over it, and instead seek greater understanding despite this early atrocity.
real
The Cult of
traumatic.
Storms, however,
Just
can
watching
be
Seth
accurately
Steentak while
summarized
eating this
as
chicken
race war
sandwich.
now, kill every human that ever lived. These are probably the same edgelords sitting on Elvish discords making little Dark Age edits all day. The only numbers they know are human on elf crime statistics, and their favorite topic of conversation is how much better life was before they came to the Valley of Wonders. These elves are beyond basement dwellers. They straight up live underground. Completely relatable. I know that if I was ever invaded, I would tunnel deep into the Earth's crust and live inside my goon cave for the next 100 years. And that leads us to your pivotal choice. Serve the equivalent of the Elvish United Nations, or team up with a bunch of psychopaths that are just as likely to kill you as they are any human. Daddy Meandor is going to make Elf Hyperborea real, and you don't want to miss it. Regardless of what you choose, you get to make a custom leader with a selection of skills and abilities. You'll notice you have a lot of options. Also, you get to pick your spheres of magic. You pick 3 at the start, but eventually a total of 7 from the following elements. 5 of magic.
Okay, get out of here, slop.
You
Get outta
pick 3
here.
at the start.
Yeah.
But eventually a total of 7 from the following elements: fire, water, air, earth, life, and death. Choosing
I can't find it. That's over.
one blocks you from selecting the opposite, so you really have to make your choices count. However, you have absolutely no idea what those choices are, so just pick whatever. Everything is good. Ultimately, no matter what you're playing and who you're playing against, the objective is always the same. It's a grand scale game of
I played
VIP.
Age of Wonders
Your
4.
leader is very powerful,
Age of Wonders
but
1 is
not
like kinda,
invincible.
eh.
And the same goes for your enemies. Your goal is not to win the map, it's to run up on a thug and return his body to the streets. In combat, you can make a beeline for the leader, shank him, and that ends the entire fight. Everyone reverts to neutral as his entire faction ceases to exist. This creates a constant sense of high tension because your leader is the most tactical unit on the board. Basically, the game incentivizes you to put your leader's neck on the line at all times. The closer you are to getting assassinated, the more likely you are to win. Because the more fights you survive, the more experience you acquire, and the more skill points you have to spend on becoming theoretically invincible. I've run campaigns where my leader can slaughter entire armies, nuke entire armies, or forcibly mind control entire armies completely on
You know, bud, I think you have a point in playing this game.
his own. But that takes time. Before that, you'll have to rely on your troops. This game comes with 12 different races. They interact diplomatically with each other, with you and the rest of the map, and you can freely influence that in any direction. For example, playing Cult of Storms on the United Cities map, I'm supposed to occupy the Halfling capital, but instead of fighting, I sneak up on my orc ally, declare war, and brutally murder him on the same turn. And just like that, my diplomatic standing with the Halfling skyrockets. So I take their cities without lifting a finger. They're so happy with me getting rid of an enemy, they'll quietly brush aside the fact that they are now actively involved in scorched earth tactics against their former allies. This game taught me that any amount of xenophobia and racial hatred can be overcome by building walls. I guess it makes sense. They don't have to see me, and I don't have to see them. Sometimes you capture cities with races that don't like you, and if you hold on to them, they're going to rebel. That's fine, because we can evict them. Look, you're free to hold a negative opinion. Just please do it in the woods. Whatever race you choose to resettle is going to dislike this move, but whichever race you choose to move in is going to like you even more. And basically, the people who are moving out already hate my guts, so you're not losing anything. It's free real estate. Conversely, to illustrate the importance of diplomacy, I can click on this little button 3 times and I'll lose the game. Yes, at the click of a button, you can explode any structure you own, including cities filled with women and children. Naturally, razing a city to the ground is a universally unpopular move. Turn enough towns into mass graves, and all your troops will disband and leave you. It's important to understand that each race isn't following you specifically. They're just serving their mutual interest, and when that disappears, so does their loyalty. That doesn't mean war crimes are bad. It just means you should do it to someone someone else. Each time a structure explodes, it spawns neutral units. If you mouse over them, you can see their behavior. If it says raiding, oh boy, that entire region is about to become a whole lot more interesting. You see, raiders also burn shit down, in turn spawning more raiders, creating a feedback loop of wartime atrocity. Raising structures to the
Alright, that's
ground
enough
is
of that.
not only incredibly fun, it's also a one-way process
back.
to accidentally
Alright, look, chat. There's this funny, interesting thing we in the industry have called limited time. Okay? And thanks to this horrible plot of the Lord to limit my time, I must eat and stream at the same time, and thus we go through various things. But now we are back. I am ready to game once more. Yes. I had a sandwich and some pasta salad for dinner. It was pretty good. On my end, a lot of my food, I eat like a big middle meal, but then my supper is very tiny, usually. And that's kind of my... Oh, God. Yes, you get it. Why can't I bring the game back up? There we go. Wait, can I use this longsword even if it's not part of my class? Can I still use its magical power? No, I don't think I can. Is that like an old ass like digi flute that they're running with? How did they make like music like this? Did they just like record it normally and then this is just what it sounds like when it's like translated? Or is this like some sort of like they hit buttons or something? You know what I'm saying? How is this made? Oh! Found the exit. Okay, so we're here. I wanna see what we can get. I already have like an enchanted weapon and 3 swords. I wanna see what else we can get. Maybe some armor. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Arena has this funny technical quirk where only one sound beyond the music can play at a time. Which means that if there's a rat squeaking, it's impossible to know if you're being backstabbed by a giant demon. Which is absurd. Fuck off. Die! Rat. You say it was easier in PC, but I'm actually unsure. The only reason I say that is because a lot of, like, when the PS1 came out, a lot of games in the PS1 era had better sound quality than PC games. I made Creole chicken for dinner with green... That sounds fucking delicious. Give me some of that. I had fucking processed, like, slop for dinner. chat, what's your opinion on green beans? And the reason I ask this, right, is because some people hate them with a passion and other people really like them. I'm very much in the middle, and I guess it depends on how they're made, right? Because, like, if my mom makes green beans, I don't like green beans. But if I eat green beans out of, like, that are, like, slathered in fucking, like, you know, fats and whatnot, you know, and salt, I'm like, damn, these are suddenly good. Granted, I guess you could say that about everything. Alrighty. You know, I probably should have... I'm gonna try and head back to the shift gate and mark my map, because that's what I should do. Because I forgot that that was a feature of this game. Bro, you say from a garden is best, but I'm gonna be real. I'm actually preferential to the cans. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think the canned ones are better than just raw, like thin straight. They're good. I don't know why people don't like them. Oh, hello. Ah! A rat! I'm going insane! Die! Okay, this is a really stupid way, but I'm gonna do it. Chat, we're just gonna load the exit save. All right. Wait a minute, it's already in green. I didn't need to mark it down at all. I'm so stupid. I see, Steve. Thank you. Oh, an amulet. It's where the... Yo, this amulet halves our fucking AC. Holy shit. -5 to AC. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yas Queen Slay. And a broadsword. Let's go. And by the way, chat, arena is during the era of Thaco, so lower number is better. When I say halve my AC, I mean that in a positive way. Before some of you actually and go, Porky, lower AC is bad. No the fuck it isn't. You stupid characters. Yeah, Thaco. It's a hit armor class 0. Bada bing. You know, Thaco actually ain't that bad. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. Once you're used to it, it's fine. Wow. So based on many YouTube videos, I know that we are currently in High Rock. Because in an arena, when you leave the shift gate, you spawn in your player's home country. Oh. Oh, those are the walls. Where is the nearest equipment store, my good man? I guess we'll have this be our High Rock town. We are currently in Dunlane Falls. You know, taking over these areas in Crusader Kings and Elder Kings makes me feel very strange. I guess we'll make Wayrest our home for Daggerfall. Shit, we gotta get to an inn. Yes, chat, this game... Oh, is that an assassin? Oh, it's an assassin! Die! Aha, I am triumphant. Yo, and I got all of his shit based. That's what I'm talking about. No guards? You think Arena has guards? It does, but only for me. I would hate if the vampires were to find me. Gosh, that'd be awful. I'd probably say something akin to, "Yes, master, you may come in and feed on me." Oh god, a lizard man! Ah, I hate lizard men. I hate the city. I hate the city at night. I hate it. Oh god! Okay, just everyone's out. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. Everyone's just out to kill me. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, excellent. A whore. Save me. I'm working a kingdom. My business is in making boys happy. Ain't that nice? Where's the nearest inn? Ah, thank you. Temple of Tibella isn't in this game yet. We have to get to Daggerfall. Maybe if I beat Arena, I'll actually make a concerted attempt to beat Daggerfall. Instead of playing the side quests all the time and getting lost, and then just starting anew and trying all over again. It's true, Fallen of Danos, it's true. Excuse me, fine sir. Where can I find the Mages Guild? It is south. That looks like a Mages Guild. Or a church. Oh. I thought that was one of those, I thought that was like a monster. You enter the Conclave of the One, hoping that your spirits can be lifted on this cold, overcast day. You hear chanting in the distance. I ask for your blessing, Father. Never mind. It is a bit strange this time of year to get warmer weather, but new supplies of gear and armaments arrive at Andert's tool store with the warmth. You'll find a few useful items here immediately. Oh my god, this lord is this man is huge! Jesus Christ! Me, a 6'2" Floydlet, versus Super Chad. 9'12". Oh. You want me to turn down the music? I'm sorry. I just want to let you know I'm literally at 13, by the way, for the volume. I am at 2. I am at 2. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna sell the plate, give you 60. Give me 67. I'll accept 63. Plate pauldron. So that longsword that I can't wield, he's offering 7,511 gold for it. I think it's magical. I'll keep these other items as backups, I think. Oh, I can buy some chain gear. Yes, please. We have a chain cuirass? We do. Okay, now let's sell the leather items. Right, so now we gotta go find a mage's guild. I'm not sure I actually have the magic for, like, any of these spells. Oh, I see. Spell name. The spell. Wow. Open. Chance. Ah, shit, I can't afford the spell cost, like, literally at all. Fuck. Alright, well, never mind. This is what I get for playing a bard. Fortify attributes. Strength. I will play with this later. Tell me what this amulet does. Never mind. I probably should just buy potions, huh? So I get some heal trues. What is it, 100? I'll get 10 heal trues. I'm gonna counter that with 850. 925. 875. And then would like some restore power potions. 10. Counter. 500. Oh, my bad. 650. I'll do 700. And I might as well get this torque. And the amulet. And the bracelet. God damn. My, I feel my armor... I feel -6 is a little extreme for an armor class, but I could be wrong. For a bard, of all things, but... I do not know. For D&D, yes, but for Arena, I don't know. Oh, right. I need to ask about Fang Lair. Can't tell if this does anything. Oh, I think it's just Fog of War. It lags the game otherwise. Why don't you try someone in the wilds of Hammerfell? I think that the legends say Fanglair was located there, but to Hammerfell! The city of Skaven. Yes, yes. Guess we'll go to Sentinel. Oh, my good man, where can I find Fanglair? No one's heard of that in the past 500 years. Well, how the fuck would you know? What do you mean? Where is... Chat. The game's engine cannot handle, like, any detail. This is so strange. Damn, look at him go. The rest is daggers. Oh, duh. No one's willing to tell me where Fang Lair is. This is so sad. Chat, if you were a barroom NPC, would you accept my question of where is ... scroll down, select Fang Lair? Or would you ignore me? You'd ignore? Damn. This is so sad. A gin and tonic? Boo! Damn. Alright, let's get a room. Sorry, I don't socialize with bards. Walks away. Wait, shit, is it still nighttime? It's 9. Oh, I thought it was 6 in the morning. That's 6 at night. Shit. I gotta get back inside before the hordes of goblins kill me. Also, because I need to find out where Fang Lair is. Mentioned by a traveler from Rahad. Oh shit. Okay. Next clue of the puzzle. Try the local inn. Tales are flying back and forth about something unearthed in the province of Hammerfell. I know, right? A dirty secret. Wow. These rooms are very unique. I'm actually in a completely different place. Wow, those sandstone buildings hurt my eyes when I move. That's amazing. Oh, that doesn't make things better at all. No, don't worry, Fallen Adonis. This hurts everyone's eyes. It's part of playing an old-ass video game on an LCD TV. If we actually had this on a CRTV, it would look much better, but we do what we can. You will have swirly eyes, but not the good kind, says Todd Howard. More like God Howard. The Brotherhood of Gideon. I cannot pass. Chat, if you're trying to find out a way not to make your eyes hurt, just look down on the floor, okay? Because frankly, I can't look at these buildings. Okay, so this is what a Hammerfellian temple looks like. Got it. You enter the Brotherhood of Gideon and a cool fall breeze follows you into the hollowed halls. You can hear chanting in the distance. Ooh, I will be right back. I have to use the restroom. I have not abandoned you, bud. I have simply seen the light. The true light that is Todd Howard. Even though he was just a game tester during Arena. And even he admits, yeah, you needed a hint book to complete this game without the internet. There'd be no fucking way. I wonder if that opening is based off of the province. Kinda cool if so. I think it's pretty much common knowledge that someone at the palace here in Rahad claims to have uncovered the location of Fang Lair. Someone else told me that they're actually attacked by knights. I'd be careful on there. Palace in Rahad. Alright. You know what the palace is? Southeast. Oh my god, the hedge maze of cities. I hate it here. Hello, Cody. This looks palacey. Now this looks very palace-y. It is the busiest season of the year in Rahad, and the palace's audience chamber is filled with area farmers discussing their harvests with Queen Blabomka. Many linger in the room after their business is through, procrastinating the return to the burning fieldwork. They seem to be talking mostly about Rahad being suddenly at war with its nearest neighbor, Taneth, and how this will change the trade throughout the province. Welcome to Rahad Cell. I am Queen Blabomka, and I agree to tell you about Fang Lair for a favor. You see, not too long ago, a band of goblins, led by Golfog the Dark, attacked my stronghold. They carried away with them much treasure, including a parchment which held with its writings clues to decipher the part of the Elder Scrolls which spoke of the location of the legendary Fang Lair. Golfog and his goblins fled to an ancient and ruined fortress called Stone Keep outside the city. I fear that a large band of mercenaries or soldiers will be unable to find them. A single person, however, would be much more successful. Perhaps your arrival is fortuitous. If you would agree to try and recover this parchment, I will inscribe the location of the Stone Keep onto your map. If you are successful and return with the parchment, I'll be able to decipher the location of Fang Lair. I promise to give you that location as reward. Do you help? Yes. Excellent. Stone Keep lies near Rahad. Be careful. Golthog is crafty and evil. It is even rumored that he is a necromancer serving the Underking. When you have the parchment, return it with it here, and I will find out the location of Fang Lair for you. Queen Blabomka smiles broadly and motions for you to take your leave. Alright. The Stone Keep. Damn, that was quick. Oh, okay, we're just in. Okay. A cracked sign, shrouded in dust, reads, "Welcome to Stone Keep. Surrender all weapons to the guards, for we are keepers of the peace." Something tells me that this place is long abandoned. Foolish rats, they thought to destroy me. 6 experience points. I will put that into strength and intelligence. Ah! That was a horde of goblins indeed. Ah, a PNG! How horrifying. Truly. We live in a society. I lockpick open the door and I'm attacked by an orc! A vicious beast of viciousness. In old faded sign rings, the king and palace are lost. Hang on, I have to kill this goblin. Oh. Here we go. We, the last survivors of the Court of Stonekeep, are heading south through the goblin's caves. Thank God I'm playing as a thief. The chest is moldy, as if it had been submerged in water before being brought in here. Nothing shaking? Oh shit! Hi, JC. Is this exploitation? Yes. Die! Look, it's fine. Jesus Christ, that was way too difficult. Oblivion Remaster is fun, but it, like, as a remaster, it's very unfaithful to the original vision of Oblivion. Oh! That's a Minotaur. I think I'm dead.
With you died our last hope.
I'm sorry, this is a scary game. I didn't mean to scare you guys, but it is a spooky game. I'm just letting you know, it's a very scary game. Your opinion on Sky Oblivion? Oh wow. I wanna play. I mean, frankly, this is the thing is Sky Wind, Sky Oblivion, Sky Gerfall. I'm sorry, but the last thing I wanna do when I play an old Elder Scrolls game is play fucking Skyrim again. Because Skyrim is a shitty game. So no, I don't want to play Sky Oblivion or Sky Wind or Skyfall or whatever. Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to say this, chat. But the combat and the gameplay of Skyrim is pure fucking slop. That's all it is. All it is. It is quite literally lowest common denominator slop, okay? There's no math rocks, alright? It is just swing until you win and that's it. There's no challenge. Fuck you. Game over. So why would I want to play Sky Oblivion? Like, seriously, I'm legitimately asking. You know, it's like, I'd much rather play Daggerfall or Morrowind. Oblivion, I guess, but you'd have to really get me to play Oblivion. Like, you'd have to... Like, I like Oblivion, it's okay, but it's not... The late game is so broken that that's one of the reasons why the remaster needed to exist was because of the leveling scaling and how it broke the endurance scaling. That's the only reason. What if they fix the combat? I mean, I'm more concerned about, like, character creation, you know, stuff like that. I say I provide nothing. I am more okay. Let me rephrase. I am much more into like a lot of because the stats of Oblivion I like, but I also don't like. And they would have to fix a lot, and I feel that would make Oblivion not Oblivion. Thus, it wouldn't be Sky Oblivion. It would be some weird fucking amalgam of some game I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just creating this, like, constant hypothetical in my head of, like, this ever-evolving game using Skyrim's engine, into which point would I play it, and that point makes it no longer Skyblivion. And that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm failing to say. I think the problem with Skyrim or Bethesda games as a modding platform, I think the problem with that layer of logic is that Bethesda has kind of huffed the Kool-Aid and they believe that's all they need for their game, and this has kind of resulted in a slingshot effect, I guess, where you know, basically the game is a complete oh, hello. Like, here's a great example. Starfield was made simply as a modding game. It wasn't even made as a game. And what happened? Literally no one cares about it. Like, even the really cool Star Wars mod is, like, marginal compared to Skyrim or any of the other Elder Scrolls games' success. And why is that? Because Starfield as itself was not a good game, even if it was a good modding platform, so. I don't know. I think you need to have a good popular game, you know? Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I am just dead. Legit, there's nothing I can do here. I am dead.
With you died our last.
I'm gonna get some water.
Thorin is now free to do as he will. It saddens me to see the beautiful land of Tamriel rotting from within. Goodbye. I wish you peace in the afterworld.
Okay, what time is it? Because I have work tomorrow. Okay, so it's before 9. Excellent. With porkers died our last hope for justice. It's true. You know, I guess my point is that if you take a game, right, and you focus on the dopamine loop instead of the actual game, you're eventually going to have an audience that only craves the dopamine loop, right? And especially when the original audience was not dopamine loop gamers, but like slower, kind of more methodical style. Like, I don't know, you just get this level of like audience and game dissonance that just makes you drop the series, if that makes sense. Or in other words, I like game when math. Game is no longer math. Game is fight now. And there you go. You know, chat, this is what I get for not building my character right. I get punished. There's a jump button? I didn't even know this game had a jump button. That's crazy. I think there comes a point where you can't, like, alright, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what game had action combat and the funny math rocks? But the game that everyone says is, like, the worst? Well, not the worst, but the game where everyone, like, loathes the combat? It's Morrowind. You may not like it. You may not choose it, but there it is. When are we gonna play OpenMW and Explorer? As Ria Silmain calls it, Temrio. I finished the main game on Morrowind on stream in 2021. It was really fun. I haven't done the DLCs yet. But I have played the main game through Morrowind, and it was very fun. I played as a Wood Elf, Archer, and Longsword user. But I specialized in robes for my armor type, so as a result, I had, like, no armor. So it was kind of like, the entire idea was, like, I was a glass cannon, which is, you know, cool. I like being a glass cannon. Open door. I'm trying not to cast my potions, chat, but I might not have a choice. Might not have a choice. I am getting more and more critical strikes, I'm noticing. You know, I probably should have gotten like a like a hammer. Is that a thing? Are like types of damage a thing in Arena? I don't know. I think it'd be a bit too early for that, but I could be wrong. Alright, slowly but surely. Honestly, the dungeon design is way less chaotic than in Daggerfall, and I think that's something I do enjoy. The arena dungeons are, like, straightforward, but also, like, still dungeons, you know? Hammer Bard is a drummer? True. Real. I guess my only question, Somnus, is how robust is the Elder Scrolls RPG, you know? Jesus Christ, that was so close to death. Only 3 bonus points, though. D3 got me. I'm gonna go with more intelligence, just because I want more spell points. plenty of bedrooms to sneak off to, luckily. For resting purposes. Your Honor, it's imperative that I kite the opponent and fish for crits with thrusts. I think the thrust is the highest damage type, I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Is it possible to make an Elden Ring module with Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition? Yeah, of course. I feel the corruption mechanic would actually go really well in a Souls-like RPG. Honestly. With some tweaking. Porkers? No, more like pokers. True. True and real. Oh no, not a skeleton, please. Escape to the... Escape to the corridor of protection. Taste my rod of power.
With you died.
This is so sad. Destructor 53, with an infinite amount of apes working away in a typewriter, if provided an infinite amount of time, eventually they'll replicate a Shakespearean novel, but I'm fairly certain it'll take them much less time to code a better game than Ubisoft. Also, hi, how it do? Hello. True. An axe! Hooray! Can I equip said axe? Question mark. Oh, I see. But then I can't do a shield if I do an axe. I cannot. If it wasn't obvious, I am mad at Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a game that died 5 years ago, so you should be mad at it. Back again, my old friend. Well, this time I will actually use my potions. You fool. I'm a swole bard in real life, Chav. Look, art must not imitate life sometimes, okay? Sometimes I want to be something other than the hottest woman alive, okay? Sometimes I want to be ugly, all right? And I want to be disgusting and gross. In an old faded sign says we're following the goblin tunnels to the north to make our last stand. Interesting. So I guess we'll just follow the north. Jack! Oh my gosh, the kitty cat. Chat, if you were Arena Ghoul, would you spill your spaghetti and whack me with a cudgel if I asked you out on a date? Oh, Ghoul-kun, Ghoul-sama, can you please help me? And then the ghoul's just like, then he smacks the fuck out of me with a cudgel. Would you do that, chat? I don't know, this thing's hitting like all of its attacks. This is a dangerous boy. Those things are tough as fuck. I'll be back to fire dart you more. I need like a big fireball or something. Something to that effect. Oh, hi, Jack. Jack! Ah! Ah! Okay, well now there's a beast in my lap. Beast. Hello, Mathic. How's it going? I am good. Today's my off day from gymmin'. One of the reasons I was able to stream today. Hooray! I know, Jack. I also have a cat in my lap. His bestial presence keeps me safe, although he does like to use his wet nose to make my entire arm all wet. It's very... I accept it. It's a little gross, but I accept it. Ow, Jack, don't bite my fucking mouse hand. Bitch. Go on, Jack. Go on. Oh. That's what happens, chat. That's what happens when I decide to go swimming at 2 a.m. I get cudgeled by a green man And then a woman stands before me and goes, "With you died, our last hope for justice."
With
God damn it. Go on, Jack. Good job. What is the key for... Oh, G is potions. Okay. Nice. Well, good job, Mythic. I'm proud of you, gamer. Nice. Is this cheesing? Yes. Will I continue to do it? Also, yes. $500 cigarettes. I don't know when Rudolph decides he earns 500 cigarettes for free. That's my question. That's my answer. You see, I think it's because they can swim, they just don't want to. It's much more of a, oh, I don't want to get wet right now type situation. Oh yeah, Wakazashi. Corky, I have a Whiffrip question. Well, I probably have a Whiffrip answer. Give it to me, gamer. Can I can't even wield a Wakazashi. Probably drop some of these short swords. Onward! So if someone makes an ogre and then rolls a 2 for their initiative, and then the GM lets them roll a star sign, and they get the one that gives them -3 to initiative, how in the fuck does having a maximum of -1 initiative work? You just cap at 0. Alright, you have 0 initiative. Boom. Actually, I don't know if you knew this, but WIFRP actually runs on a very interesting null integer value system in which negative numbers don't exist in the Warhammer universe. So if you get to -1 initiative, you go instantly to 999 on all stats, and your GM can't say no. God, I hate ghouls. They are very dangerous. Good thing I brought my dagger of bashing chests open. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to go to the Island of Sanctuary. Hooray! Let's increase strength. I want to do more melee damage now. I think Trev had a point. Don't tell him that, though. Taste my war axe. Die. Oh. Dude, that guy had a giant bulge. Did you see that? Oh my god. He was running with some fucking, like, some fetish art deviant type shit. Some deviant art type shit. Looking at his bullet instead of the sharp lump of steel swinging at your head, probably what got you killed? Probably. So, from what I'm understanding, the royal family here all got turned into undead after falling to ghouls. I mean, falling to goblins, excuse me. That's what seems to be what's happened here. I'm glad they're stuck on a corner. I don't remember it. Oh, actually, you might be right. There might be a necromancer. You found the parchment the court at Rihad can use to discover the location of Fang Lair. Are any of these items magical is the question. Yes, these bracers are. We also have a belt 15 to strength. What? I'm a swole bard now. Hooray. Danky Seal Biscuit King, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate you, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. At the very least, I wanna confront these ghouls now that I'm a bit stronger. Speaking of a bit stronger. I'm not curious what these bracers do. Oh, heal. They heal me. Sick. Oh my god, this makes fighting so much easier. Porky, why don't you already have 6 named special items that have been lost for hundreds of years already? SMH, if this were Skyrim, you already have kitted out with legendary equipment that no one has been carrying for some reason. By the way, this is actually, in Arena, that question is actually answered. In Arena, you can only have one Daedric artifact at once. As the other or not Daedric artifacts, but, you know, quote-unquote legendary artifacts, right? And these artifacts will, like, reject you if you already have one. Which is pretty cool. Hello, Ranger. let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay. I'll explore a bit more. I have that belt of strength, which should allow me to actually get some solid experience here. Oh my god, that is a lot of skeletons. I think that bracer of health activates if I'm about to die. Chat, I have determined that magical items in Arena are kind of the way to go. I went from barely being able to handle a skeleton to fighting 5 at once. I know, right? Watch out for the wolves. They're like normal wolves, but dire. They're not rocks. They're cool wolves. God, they're so fucking cool. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm gonna save here. Because now I might as well just explore the east part of this dungeon now, right? We're already here. Might as well get the EXP for it. Get some good experience, get some good powers. I love being a thief. I don't have to find keys. I can just pickpocket everything. Hooray. I mean, lockpick everything. I meant. The presents. This is like basically just an optional part of this dungeon. That's really cool. Dank smell of molten decay rises from the flooded dungeon. Comparing the two games so far off of like their first dungeon, right? Their first major dungeon, I mean. Arena's environmental storytelling is just so much better than Daggerfall's, although Daggerfall, of course, is still king and when it comes to gameplay and character creation. Dominus says, "Hi, Commander. Hope you're well." Oh, cool. The first Elder Scrolls. Yep, we're playing Arena. Hello, Rando. How's it going? Safe. Kinda. Daggerfall or Morrowind? Which one do you enjoy mechanically? Ooh. So that's... Okay, mechanically Daggerfall... Narratively Morrowind. Morrowind's story and atmosphere is just so much better and more thought out than Daggerfall. But Daggerfall's character building is so very good. Who's your least like mob enemy in either series? I think my least enjoyed mob enemy in Elder Scrolls. In In Arena, it's looking to be the ghoul, at least so far. I haven't played the rest of the game. I heard bad stories about the demons, which are called the homunculi. But we haven't got to those yet. In Daggerfall, the spiders are pretty bad for an early game player. They're an easy noob filter. But in Daggerfall, I'd probably say Greater Liches. Those guys are pretty powerful. Actually, no, vampires. Fuck vampires. Because you have to, in order to become a vampire, you have to survive getting hit by one. And even on high-level players, vampire mobs can kill you in like 2 hits. It's actually kind of crazy. Chat, this is me when my family goes, look, so who decided to leave their room? See, that was a joke directed to you Zoomers, because I have my own domicile, so I don't have that problem, but I bet some of you might. So there you go. Well, the reason spiders are so hard to deal with in Daggerfall is because all spiders have a paralysis on touch spell, which is their quote-unquote venom, right? And that's pretty bad. Forky, you do not have a home. Jack just lets you live there. True. Very true. In old faded sign rings, the king and the palace are lost. We, the last survivors of the court, our stonekeep, are heading south to go to the caves. So this is basically if I went east, right? Like my, the game telling me where to go. For Morrowind, I heavily recommend OpenMW. Certain mods are not compatible with OpenMW, such as Ashfall, one of my favorite Morrowind mods. That said, OpenMW is very good, and I heavily recommend it. The all attacks hit mod and the restore fatigue mod is the weak path. Your Honor, fatigue literally determines your hit chance. If you cannot manage fatigue, you know, even though you're a Dark Souls player, you play Dark Souls and you don't complain about fatigue, okay? Same thing. You can't play Morrowind and then complain about fatigue, all right? When you're out of fatigue, you can't dodge, you can't do anything really. You can't hit your attacks, you can't cast your spells. You gotta manage that fatigue. It's part of the game. And if your character is slow, it's because you didn't invest at all into the speed stat. And thus you must consider doing so. Sorry, chat, I have a key remapper, and if I don't hold down left control, the remapper turns on, and it makes it hard to type things. I want to go to... Oh, there we go. I go to Rihad. Did they plan to make Cyrodiil smaller? Was it a result of releasing each game with a different measured perspective? So, I mean, if you play Daggerfall, High Rock is literally bigger than the size of IRL Great Britain, so... Morrowind being tiny is because it's only, in Morrowind, it's not actually all of Morrowind, it's Vardenfall, right? It's only Vardenfall, it's not all of Morrowind. And then... Excuse me. And then in Oblivion, they wanted to do the Imperial Palace, and that's where the problem started. That's when the game's getting small, because Vardenfall being a population, a 2,000 some odd population of like a hyper, like, insulated temple island, that was the reason for it, right? Alright, I've updated that. Fuck. The unfortunate treasure. Should I get Daggerfall on Steam or GOG? You could get either. I mean, the only thing I recommend is getting, if you're doing Daggerfall, do Daggerfall Unity. But either Steam or GOG works. Just keep in mind the Daggerfall Unity mod preloaded on GOG comes pre-modded, and as a result, you're not going to be able to mod it to your liking. So if you don't want to, like, if you want to just download a mod pack and not touch it ever, do Daggerfall GOG. If you want to if you want to have it like super modular, then do Daggerfall Steam. Or Daggerfall Bethesda. I'm pretty sure on Bethesda's main site they still give out Arena and Daggerfall for free. Because they started doing that at one point. Those aren't lizardmen, those are orcs. It's just part and parcel of living in Rahad. So in Arena and Daggerfall, orcs are still like classed as like quote-unquote monster enemies. It's not until the Daggerfall ending, if you give the staff of Tiber Septum to Gortwalk, that he actually makes the orcs a respected citizenry among the Empire. Because he uses its power to functionally blackmail the Empire. You're about to go to the bar when a very influential man called Mock calls you to a table. They tell me you're called Cell. If you're as tough as you look, I know for a way for you to get a quick 160 gold pieces. This scrap of Balrog hide I have is supposed to be at the Mages Guild yesterday, and if ain't there by Sundas, 6 of Sun's Dusk, things could get real nasty. Someone there will give you your reward if you're at the Mages Guild on time. Do you have a deal? Granted, Morrowind kind of did the whole warp in the west thing, so like technically all the endings are canon, and it's kind of weird. You know, we actually go to Dagothar's dungeon location in this game. You know, the Dagothar location that's called Dagothar in Morrowind? You can visit there in this game. It's part of the main quest. Yes, Dagothar the building, instead of Dagothar the man. Dagothar named a building after himself. Or perhaps he named himself after the building, but I doubt that. You've recovered the parchment. I hope you put Golthok into an early grave. Still, I will complete my end of the bargain. Queen Blabomka motions to a courtier, who respectfully bows and brings forward a pen. Staring intently at the parchment, the queen takes a few moments and then inscribes the location of Fang Lair, somewhere in the province of Hammerfell, onto your map. Alright. Let's go to an equipment and mages guild so we can actually get some potions before doing that, because good lord, I know what it was like to not have enough. Alongside an equipment store as well. Chat has followed us across every equipment store. Oh my god, chat. I knew that this was our secret ally, our secret companion this entire game. Chattius Maximus. Chad stands 9-2. Saber of Speed. Ooh! Give me that War Axe of... Ooh. Give me that Steel Saber of Speed. And give me that War Axe of Lightning. Any armor? Buckler of Agility. Give this to me now! Chat, I cannot access my inventory. Oh man, I can't equip that. Damn. I will, however, take this Buckler of Agility. Oh yeah, because that raises all my AC because it increases my agility. I see. And that Steel Saber of Speed, which gives me a +10 to speed. Alright, my stats are suitably ridiculous, and we just did one dungeon. It's gonna keep getting worse, chat. Mouse look? Don't be ridiculous. Alright, now I gotta go to the Mages Guild and stock up on potions. Have a good night, bud. Take care, gamer. Yeah, don't ask me why all the priests have horn. Oh wait, I know why actually. In the beginning it was said that Jacob Thorn replaced all the guards and like holy men with like demons secretly, or something like that. I don't know. I could be lying. Yeah. Jack. Hello, cat. Many such cases. Ask for where the Mages Guild is. Go southwest. Bypass it by 1,000,000 miles. Go northeast. Still not find it. Now this is the early Elder Scrolls experience. Southeast? God damn it. The beast is here again. Hello, cat. Crystal of Wizard's Fire Curse. Crystal of Wizard's Fire sounds good. Perhaps it's time I get some spells. Arcus Farna says, did they reuse the same music in Elder Scrolls 1 and 2? I feel I've heard this in Daggerfall. Yep, it is just simply less quality versions of the ones you find in Daggerfall. I shall buy invisibility. I shall get an Orc Strength Potion, or spell. Let's see, what else do I want? Oh, Shield? Yes, we're gonna want Shield. Probably, let's see, resist fire and cold also sound good. Just so we can get some elemental resistance for when we start fighting like Atronax and shit. Because I know those are in this game. Let's get a strong... I don't think we need a stronger form of heal just yet. Oh, free action to resist paralysis. I remember that from Daggerfall. One time in Daggerfall, I didn't have free action, and then I suffered. Earth Wall, Silence, Witch's Curse, Troll's Blood. Pass Wall, Forest Wall. So is that like etherealness? Destroy wall. 3 walls per... Like Minecraft? Damn. Oh my gosh. That's right, chat. Just like Minecraft. Wow. Now the Zoomers can get into this game too. What's Force Wall? 50 hit point shield created, 5 points every 1 level. Right, so the question stands, can I actually cast any of these spells? Let's try shield. Alright. Yeah, I can, okay. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot potions. Ah, what a fool I am. Dick! Stop attacking things. Granted, it is his nature as a beast to do beastly activities. Potions. Potion of healing. I would like 20, please. Oh, I don't have enough money. You stand before the Dragon Gate of Fang Lair, humbled before its majesty. The dwarven hold seems abandoned long ago, its stone walls cracking with age and neglect. Somewhere within its dank depths lies the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. You stand in Fang Lair. Its dwarven, hewn passages run for miles under the earth. These tunnels seem to stretch on endlessly, but the tracks you have come across usually lead to the mine shafts. It's true, these are the dolphin mines. It's true. It's where Toby is. These are all the previous Toby incarnations who fell in the Great Mine Wars. Oh yeah, Tonto. Nice. They're already working on the TES arena, you know. Mine Shaft A. Dear Lord. I really should have brought a light spell for this. Well, this is what I get, chat. This is what I get and deserve. So I assume we're supposed to go under in order to access other parts of the mine. That makes sense to me. Why can't I move up here? Something is blocking my way. Wait! Wait a minute. Wait just a darn tootin' second. So with the Belt of Strength and my Orcus Strength spell, I'm at an 88 strength. It's pretty goddamn fantastic. Alright, look chat. Let's say I wanted to go over here. Damn, not enough spell points. Fuck. Never mind. I was gonna pass wall, but I don't think I'm a strong enough mage for pass wall just yet. Oh, I can be at max, okay. Chat, I feel going the buff, smart, sneaky thief all at the same time was a good idea. Because I can critical strike you, I can fucking cast spells, and I can actually fight. It's going well. This build is going very well. Oh, a ghoul! My worst enemy, unironically. Work if you want your hat battle, it'll cost 85 gold. It's okay, I have another one. I have 6 hats. Granted, if all 6 hats were to combine, then, you know, well, we wouldn't really talk about that, really. Yeah, that's the bad end, you know. It could be in it. Okay, chat, I'm gonna be honest. When you first play this game in the first dungeon, kind of hard to get into. In fact, it's very hard to get into. But now I'm actually, like, having fun. Like, now that I'm having, like, powers and stuff. It's pretty good.
With you
Damn
died
it.
our last hope for
Alright, chat, it is almost 10:30 and I have to go to bed for work. So, as much as I don't want to, I want to keep playing. Alas, I cannot. So, chat, I will have to bid you all adieu. Alright. We're gonna go raid some friends. And I will check you gamers out later. I'll see you. I was gonna do hypnosis tomorrow, but I have work Saturday. It's a 6-day work week, so I can't. So I'll have to do hypnosis Saturdays instead. So if you want to get hypnotized, or if you want to hypnotize your gal, I guess. I mean, if you want to. We're gonna do that in 2 days. We're gonna do that for Saturday's stream, and that's gonna be a time. Feel free to join our Discord and all that fun jazz.